Today was Pink Gnome Day. Last spring I tested out some new dye colors, and I used old t-shirts that aren't in good enough shape to sell. I think there was something like 9 t-shirts, and we aren't going to let these t-shirts go to waste. And like any sane person, I decided to make gnomes. I developed a really simple pattern for these hats, and I've been sewing them. And today I wanted to get the pink ones assembled. I don't know if the other colors will be as fancy as these ones. These ones are not your mother's garden gnomes. The pink ones have their own personality. These are hipster gnomes. Hipster gnomes that like to wear bling and drink PBRs and have nose piercings. No two of these gnomes are the same. Not only are the hats made from upcycled shirts, but the stuffing is from one of my neighbor's IKEA pillows that she was going to get rid of. I also had to take a trip to our local craft store, and I totally forgot to record any of that adventure. But I had my daughter and her friend with, and I'm pretty sure we looked at every single thing in the craft store at least 3 times. One of my favorite things about being a tie-dye artist is that there really is no bounds to the creativity. I went to the craft store to get some shiny bling, but I should have remembered the 17th law of the universe. You cannot go to a craft store and only buy one thing. And when I was there, I was so inspired by all the things. And that's when I knew that each of these pink gnomes needs to have their own style and personality. These are Sassy Pink Gnomes, which would also be a great name for a band, Sassy Pink Gnomes. One of the things I got at the craft store were these sparkly stars. And you know what? This gnome wanted to be a rock star gnome. And here I am, making this gnome's dreams come true. And here's how the rockstar gnome turned out. And if sassy pink rockstar gnomes are your jam, then you'll be happy to know that these gnomes will be up on my website sometime this week, so they can bring joy and bling to your Christmas tree, or your doorknob, or the cute window off the side of your kitchen. This afternoon, I spent 4 hours working on assembling these gnomes. And this is the halfway point of the afternoon where I realized that I was running out of earring options that were unique so that each gnome could have its own set. And fun fact, this is the longest video that I have ever posted to TikTok. I had to speed up this video by 10 times, and I cut out the majority of the footage where I'm putting the stuffing into the hat and the part where I'm attaching the gnome's beard. I've had to learn to work with the beard material. It really is not easy to work with. It's synthetic hair material, and it definitely has some creases from when it was packaged. After these are dry, I'm going to have to reset the hair by wetting it with water and then brushing it out and letting it dry. Also, a trick that I learned is that if you brush the hair and then part it where you're going to cut it, it will prevent a lot less of the little hairs from getting stuck everywhere. I've been going through tons of the lint roller sheets just to get the little hairs off of things. But the good news is, after I get the gnomes assembled, I can brush the beards and it gets rid of any loose hair. If you've made it this far in the video, go comment pink sassy gnomes in the comments so that I know that you made it this far. And everyone else will wonder what the heck is going on. Kind of like in college when your professor gives you a really long reading and will put an Easter egg in the middle of the reading to make sure that everyone is paying attention. Like an obscure hint to where $50 is hidden on campus. That's a true story, by the way. This part was a little bit tedious because I not only had to take apart these little flowers and then re-put together these flowers, but I also was trying to make different combinations of the center and the flower colors so that they would be super unique for each gnome. So I guess you could say the pink sassy gnomes are high maintenance, but so worth it. And now back to assembling the gnomes. Since the hat pattern is cut from different areas of the shirt, each of the gnome hats are different, and depending on the situation, that will determine how I decorate it. For example, this hat didn't have a lot of dye on it, so I really added some extra bling to kind of sass it up a bit. And this gnome is the last one that I was able to finish before my camera died. I'll let you know as soon as these are available on my website, and I may need to keep 1 or 2 myself. Now go comment pink sassy gnomes in the comments.